Hello, people of the regular feed. Welcome. This is a little introduction because you are listening to a sneak peek of the bonus episode. Isn't that right, Spencer?
That's right. Not the whole thing. So before you say Spencer and Ethan, what the heck are you doing? You can't release a podcast. It's only 5 minutes long.
It's
Guess
not 5
what?
minutes.
It's not the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how long our sneak peeks are.
Well, yeah.
Because I don't listen to them. I did it.
You lived it. You lived the Star Wars.
I lived it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, shout out to Matt and MJ for helping us produce this. Don't get out, Mike.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
guys.
this, as you guys know, we do a monthly bonus episode for people of our Patreon who are also part of the Discord. So if you are not in that, get on it. Lots of great stuff going on. Again, that's where we have the Twitch streams, how we do our fun group discussions on watching things.
That's a weird way to put it. We sometimes watch TV and movies, and we won't say any more about that.
There we go. That's it. Allegedly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is a snippet of our bonus episode, which we did a group watch on James Bond's fifth adventure, You Only Live Twice. Enjoy. And then so when Bond gets his assignment, he goes to Japan. He wears two outfits. Like we said earlier, he only wears a suit twice. You only wear a suit twice. New name of the movie. And he wears so when he gets off in Japan, he wears like a gray herringbone suit. And here we can kind of talk about the cut of Bond suits, because I don't think they changed for at least Connery's 5 outings. I think they were pretty much cut the same way. So as
because
we know,
he went to the same. Did he go to the same tailor for all of these?
You know what? This is a good plug for bondsuits.com, who literally does all of this all the time. I don't know. If you guys want to find out, you can go there, but I feel like it's the same tailor.
Okay.
I mean, they always say Savile Row or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And hey, in the new one, you only live twice. In No Time to Die, he wears like Brunello Cucinelli, right? He wears like
he's wearing those Drake's Chukka like mock toe things.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So fun stuff to see how Bond. And he had Tom Ford and a couple other ones too. So like that's not really British. I mean, he had Brioni under Brosnan too, right? So
yeah, there
was all that. But in this one, basically the cut is been very similar throughout the other films. Kind of broad-shouldered, padded. Again, not exactly the cut that Spencer and I like, because we prefer American sack stuff. And this movie, even though it's mid-century, it still has spread collar shirts, still have slim ties. It's still, different. This is kind of like what you'd see on like Mad Men, because Mad Men, or I guess we talked about on stream, has more of a continental look, even though it should technically be a more Ivy League.
This is like a very like standard kind of like 60s continental like business
like
suit.
Europe, British.
Yeah, you like this jacket like with the dropped buttoning stance, like the narrower lapels.
2-button. Yeah.
You see that like all the time in like thrift stores, vintage shops, eBay, whatever. That's yeah.
Yeah. And especially if you watch like British or European films in this time period, you would probably see a lot of those too. Not everyone wore 3-roll 2-sack suits. It's just America that kind of got to that. But yeah, so he wears it, again, not exactly the same cut that we like. High-waisted trousers, but I think they're flat fronts, because in other scenes, Bond is wearing flat front trousers. And I don't know
if that's
because
like
they're casual.
The suit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he's wearing those because I know in Goldfinger, he wears like a pleated 3-piece, right? So that's kind of interesting to see there. So he wears it with a white spread collar shirt and a like grenadine tie. It's like navy blue or black maybe. And it's cool. It's very standard. He's not wearing pocket squares in this.
Yeah.
Which is very. I when I was watching it again, like with in our group time, I'm like, whoa, I didn't notice that before, because Bond always has like a pocket square, and this is kind of it's kind of a cool little thing. Maybe Bond's getting more casual. Again, this is like 1967. Even the suit he's wearing is almost outdated by this time, because the late 60s. Hey, look at like Austin
Powers. Yeah, I was gonna say he's not wearing the. He doesn't have the fucking puffy shirt or anything.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because Bond's like a classic man. He probably wants
Yeah.
to be conservative and everything.
You don't want to stand out, and I mean, it's like he doesn't really stand out in this. Um, and I'm not, not saying that's like necessarily a bad
The
thing,
goal, yeah.
but it's fine.
Yeah, and I
It's
think
just
it's
nothing
also
to write home
important to
about.
note too. Yeah, and especially it's important to note that movies and pop culture is usually behind on fashion trends. Unless it's like a smaller film where you're like an everyday guy. I'm sure for Suits they intended for him to look kind of classic.
And I mean, something else we were discussing during the movie with friend of the pod, friend of the stream, Aldous, is that a lot of in the first half of the 20th century, a lot of actors would be wearing their own clothes in movies. So Clark Gable did this a lot. A lot of the suits that you see him wearing in movies are his. I think Aldous did confirm that the classic three-piece bellow pocket belt back suit that he wears in It Happened One Night was something that he owned. But I wonder if, how much sway Sean Connery had in like choosing the costumes. Like, I wonder if any of these were his suits, or if it's like, this is the suit that I like, this is what I'm gonna wear.
Yeah, yeah. So something cool to think about when watching these older films. And so this is the same cut. So he also wears a blue suit in the same cut, probably the same similar, white or light blue shirt with the same kind of grenadine tie. Those are standard, and that's basically all he wears.
So in one of his casual outfits, he's wearing a continental cuff shirt. I think that's what it's called when it like folds back on itself, right? Not French cuff.
No, not. I guess it is continental cuff. I always call it like a cocktail cuff. I think
cocktail cuff. But did you notice if he has those on his business like shirts that he's wearing under suits?
I can't see it.
You just can't tell.
I can't tell. I mean, again, hey, guys, look at the blog post. Lots of pictures in there. But I don't think I could find it.
What do you think of cocktail cuffs? Because I used to like them. Now I don't.
I don't even like. I mean, I roll my sleeves up like all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't really have an opinion in that. I don't own any, nor do I want to own one. So take that. I guess it's negative. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's the official stance of the podcast.
There you go. We don't like it. So if you wear it, you're bad. But yeah, so he wears that, and also so when he's wearing the gray suit, he goes and he meets up with Henderson, played by I forgot his name, Charles Gray or something like that. And
he's the guy who's like, I've been here for 30 years, and then immediately dies.
Yes, yeah. And the funny thing is he plays Blofeld in a future Bond film. Well, actually, he plays it in Diamonds Are Forever, opposite Sean Connery. So I wonder if he's like, hey, you look like that guy that got killed in Japan, like 10 years ago or whatever. But yeah, so when he goes there, he subdues the assassin. Unfortunately, not before the assassin kills Henderson or their contact in Japan. So to disguise himself as a smaller Japanese man, he puts on his like weird lazy man like slip-on Oxfords, like two-tone spectators.
Yeah, and so I'm looking at this other behind-the-scenes shot, and so in this one, Connery is a big fan of slip-on shoes with like elastic.
I mean, yeah, I think even Blofeld wears something like that. And when you look at some of the pictures behind the scenes where he's standing next to Yul Brynner, again, I found these on thunderballs.org. Hilarious name, great website to find some BTS of Bond, because as you guys know, I love film photography and I love like kind of documentarian style stuff. And a lot of the pictures have like people around wearing kind of slip-on shoes. And the funny thing there is that everyone else is wearing 3-roll-2 jackets. Like more continental in style, very slim, maybe a little bit padded in the shoulder, kind of short in the body. But Bond is the only one wearing kind of like a drop buttoning stance version. Yeah. Probably because, he's taller, or they want to emphasize that V kind of stuff.
Man, those shoes are wild. I didn't get a clear look at them in the movie. At first, I thought they were standard spectators. Then I thought they were weird, like spats boots. But they're not even that. Yeah. It looks like they have a split down the middle.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Don't like
Japanese style, am I right, guys? But it's weird to me that the driver, who is like a big guy, almost probably like the Odd Job kind of like look-alike in the film, because he takes out a katana, how did he not realize that, hey, my compatriot who went to go in is now a 6 foot tall like guy? Like, we are
He looks
Japanese.
different.
Yeah. And a funny thing, so the guy who, the katana guy who is unnamed in the film, he wears kind of like a 50s suit because it's got like giant patch pockets. You just gotta scroll down there. I mean,
He's got a ponytail. He looks sick.
Yeah, I mean, he's like a Samoan wrestler. That's what I found out. But yeah, cool suit. He's also wearing
those are nutso shoes.
Yeah, like I said, the Japanese people in the movie love, or at least the Japanese cast of characters love those shoes. A kotitori of people, as my good friend the Chupacabra would say. KFWB, or as I call it, KFBUUB. Good joke there.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Whoa! 5 minutes.
Man,
later,
that was
right?
so funny, or just informative. I don't know which one it was, but it was one of those things.
I love it how insert team here played against insert team here. What a game! What a game! Well, guys, thank you for listening to the sneak peek of the bonus episode. If you are interested in listening to the whole thing, you're gonna have to join our Patreon. Or no, well, not
our patron. You're gonna have to be our patron. Join our Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon with me, guys.
Right.
But yeah, it's again $5
Patreon,
a month.
go to the polls.
It's $5 a month, and you get to have an extra bonus episode each month, because again, we only make episodes every 2 weeks. There is going to be a month where you're going to get 4 episodes, because the way that weeks work out, there's like 3 times you can get a regular episode in there, but you get an extra one when
Crazy
you're part
how
of the
things
Patreon.
work out that way.
Yeah, dates and calendars. Come on, Gregorian. Right? That's his name, right?
Gregory?
Gregory?
I presume.
Gregorio.
Which Gregory was it? We're getting off track here. Anyways,
I don't know.
$5 a month for the bonus episode, access to our Discord, which, as we said, we do fun things in there. We have the marketplace where you can sell things. We have shopping links. We
all use. Everyone is sharing stuff, which is really great.
Yeah, it's a fun group.
And I just put the food. I just added the food channel in there. Again, we recorded this at the beginning of August, but you're listening to this at the end of August.
It's crazy how time works.
You want to see some fun stuff that we're eating? It's all in there, guys.
You can scroll back to the post from, if you want to know what Ethan was eating for lunch the day we're recording this. You have to give us $5. Then you go on the food channel and scroll up to a post from August 11th.
That's right.
And then you'll know what is inside of Ethan's belly right now.
Well, yeah, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever before that. Anyway, join the Patreon. Again, really good stuff in there. We read the show notes if you guys want just a written, regular, Ethan only analysis of You Only Live
Great
Twice.
pictures in there too.
Great pictures, again, stuff that we all reference in the podcast. It's all down there. Check the link in the description, or go at streetexpress.wordpress.com. Haven't said that all in a while. But yeah, big ups to our producers MJ and Matt, who will not get on mic. Big thank you to our Sadcast fanatics, Seth Peterson, Austin Malott, Eric Hall, and Shane Curry. If this is the first time you're listening to us, that's crazy. But you can follow me on Instagram at Ethan M. Wong.
I'm Spencer DSO.
And follow the Instagram of the podcast at Style and Direction, all spelled out. Again, really, we've been sharing a lot of cool stuff. We're doing the whole white background thing now that I've shamelessly stolen from a lot of other menswear accounts. Also, photographers do it. Art galleries do it.
You know what they say? Good artists. What is it? Good artists copy or imitate. Great artists steal. That's what we're doing.
And I'm the greatest artist there ever lives.
Yep.
That's me. And if you guys do want to contribute to the Patreon, it's patreon.com. No, Patreon. Yeah, patreon.com/Style and Direction, all spelled out. And if you want to watch a stream twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays, still as of this moment, is twitch.com/Style and Direction. Again, all spelled out. So, yeah. See you guys next week for a regular episode. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.